Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session doing some tactics after the tactics on Lichess.org. What is tactics after the tactics? Let me show you. Today we're doing specifically Sicilian for black, and the line I believe goes white just took a pawn, I believe, on e4. We have rook e8 pinning the knight to the queen. The knight sort of relieves the pressure with check, queen takes back, and then at the end of the line, the queen is still under fire from the rook, and the bishop is still under fire from the pawn. And my queen is on f6, so we're out of the way. There are a couple other moves to consider, so like rook e8. If the bishop moves away, we do have rook takes there, right? Because now after queen takes, we're winning the queen, right? And we're still a piece up. Rook e8, any knight move, and I just take the queen. And there's this move bishop e3, which is like, now if you take, then the bishop takes back and you're still pinned. But actually I can take with the pawn there because the e3, bishop on e3 blocks contact with the pin. So this is the line. I think this is the main line. Something like queen g4 at the end. Pawn takes, and probably queen takes. So after queen takes, I think I'm gonna play queen c6, threatening mate and getting pieces off of the board. They play queen g4, and I'm going to keep hunting the king. So yeah, my consolidation strategy is basically just hunt the king a lot. All right, let's go for it. Okay, that was another line that I saw, but it amounts to the same thing, right? Because you can't recuperate the bishop because the queen is hanging. Okay. Oh no, I messed it up. All right, so if takes, I'm up a piece, right? I'm up 2 pieces. But what about takes with the pawn? Takes with the pawn. Rook takes. Pawn takes. Rook takes here. 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 Rook comes back. And if you try this, I'm gonna just take and take on b7. So I think actually pawn takes is stronger than takes here. a6, a4, takes, 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 takes. I have to stop promotion, so bishop d6. There's also a knight here. But I kind of like bishop d6 because it gets my bishop out of any pin here. And the knight's doing a good job of covering the e8 square from any back ranks. I don't actually see that happening. That's going to be a lot to organize, but it's good to keep pieces on good squares. So yeah, I think, okay, so how am I winning that? The queen's trapped, so I think this is forced. So I win a full rook at the end of that line. And here, the conversion strategy is not too difficult. So they're going to take here, and I'm going to have to sidestep with the queen. Either queen c8 or queen b7. I think queen c8 is probably preferable because this way I get the b7 square back for my bishop. I think the argument is simply that white never really breaks through. I always have here, here, and here. I can always just push the other pawn. And so there's always a defense. I think I'm just going to take that knight in that position. Knight e5 is perhaps worth some attention. Or no, knight, yes. I think I like that. I'm going to play pawn takes, pawn takes. Yeah, maybe knight takes. If queen takes, then queen takes check. And if rook takes, I'm going to bring the other knight to d5. Oh. I miscalculated. I don't think that I think this is a Smith-Morra. It kind of looks like that kind of structure. But there's still a b2 pawn. And there's an d4 pawn. So clearly it's not a Smith-Morra. I don't know. Maybe this is like a Taimanov Sicilian. I don't know what kind of idiot would play a Taimanov. Eric Hansen. Oh, oh, queen takes is a little bit more persuasive, huh? f1 a piece. I return the piece. Okay, yeah. So bishop pin, if rook takes, I just take. Knight takes here, and if knight takes here, I think I'm just going to calmly remove my bishop. Rook comes here, and the knight's getting out. But I'm still up material. No, I'm not. I'm down a pawn. Yeah, I'm gonna bring, if the knight takes here, I'm going to bring my knight, I'm gonna bring my bishop to e5, hitting the knight and not giving time for rook f1. Okay, so that's the full tactic. Bishop, rook, queen, knight, takes, bishop back. Knight takes, pawn takes. And now we need to activate our pieces, so probably bishop on b7, rook on c8 is the idea. And I think I want to bring my king to d7. And if rook f1, I'll meet rook f1 with rook e8. Yeah. Okay, let's go for it. Takes here. Takes here. Rook f1. Bishop takes. And we should be okay. So like I said, any move. We're going to be all right. I don't know where I am in the video. I think let's call it there. We'll call it there. Thanks so much for being here today with me, and until the next time, good luck with your own chess journeys. Bye for now.